I will not yield.
Touch her. We're not going to let anybody touch her.
I will not yield, Mr. Speaker.
That was Representative Deb Butler of North Carolina going off against Republicans. So now, interesting thing that's happening in North Carolina right now, essentially happened yesterday. Republicans decided that they would want to steal democracy. The state House Republican majority on Wednesday had called a surprise vote to override the Democratic Governor Roy Cooper's budget veto while he and House Democrats were not there. They were attending a 9/11 memorial vote. Now, prior to Wednesday's vote, House Republicans had told their Democratic colleagues that no votes would be held during the 9/11 morning ceremony, and then when the Democrats were gone, they held a vote anyway. And of course, they won that vote. Shocker, right? They won. They overrode the budget veto by 55-9, surpassing the 3/4 majority required. So you're supposed to have a big majority in order to override a veto, and they were able to do so because they tricked the Democrats into leaving. Oh no, we totally promised not to screw you over. Go ahead and go to your 9/11 thing. We're just gonna all suspiciously be here and end up voting for this this measure. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Oh, really? Never trust a Republican. Now, State Senator Jeff Jackson, part of this response was Jeff Jackson, who tweeted this: plainly unethical behavior by Republicans today. There have to be consequences for this kind of behavior. Just another lesson in why they must lose their majority. And of course, you guys have probably all seen this video that's been going viral.
You shall not do this to democracy in North Carolina, Mr. Speaker. How dare you do this, Mr. Speaker?
We're not going to let anybody
I will not yield.
touch her. We're not going to let anybody touch her.
I will not yield, Mr. Speaker. You shall not usurp the process, Mr. Speaker. How dare you subject this body to trickery, deceptive practices, hijacking the process? We have been here day and night for months defending what we believe, and you would submit this body to trickery, deception, deceit. It is so typical of the way you conduct yourself. How dare you, Mr. Speaker?
This is not leadership.
If this is the way you believe democracy works, shame on you. This is not appropriate, and you know it. The people of North Carolina, you will answer to the people of North Carolina.
Look, I feel her anger, right? Every time the Republicans pull a trick like this, and this isn't the only time, they've pulled plenty, but apparently they're a lot more cutthroat in North Carolina. But they've done so in a lot of different state houses, and especially at the national level, they have done deceit and trickery to push their agenda. This is what they do. They do not play by the rules. Now, again, North Carolina seems to be a standout in how much they really, really don't care about democracy. So now let me give you some information about what happened. Now, the guy who called the motion was Representative Jason Sain. He said, when he called this motion, after it was promised, and it was even in writing, right, that, oh no, there's no vote that's going to happen today. Everything's going to be fine. Go do your 9/11 thing, then we'll come back, right? Well, he said no. Quote, as a former firefighter and an American, I'm appalled that anyone in our country would stop going about their normal business on this day, 9/11. When we stop being a beacon of freedom, hope, and democracy, then the terrorists win. Can you believe that statement? That's from the guy who literally just usurped democracy and said, oh, look, my political opponents are gone. Now I'm going to go ram through this piece of legislation, or actually we're going to overturn this budget that ironically helps constituents. We're going to do it, and we're going to cheat. That's it. Real funny how he talks about democracy. Look, there's no level playing field here. And this is what I want to tell Democrats, especially at the national level. because I talk a lot about national politics, but this happens in local politics as well. So it applies, right? Stop trying to get bad faith actors to work with you. They're not going to do that. They don't care about democracy. They don't care about norms, and they're not committed to the political process. They're just not. Again, all you have to do is look not just at this guy or the speaker here, but also look at Mitch McConnell, who's a great example. Mitch McConnell, during the last year of President Obama's term, held up Merrick Garland, refused to give him a vote. This time, he says, well, last year of President Trump's term, of course we're going to have a vote for a Supreme Court nominee. Of course we're going to. But Democrats keep playing patty cakes, man. They keep playing patty cakes. And the Republicans have shown that all they care about is power, and they will do anything that they can to get it. And they will do anything they can to enact their agenda. Why would you play patty cakes? They're out there, saying, oh, how dare you? How dare you, sir? While Republicans are sharpening their shivs, they're getting ready to shiv you in the back. That's what they do. How many times at the state and national level do have Republicans played these dirty tricks? I remember when they did it in Michigan, when they decided to just have completely unaccountable voice votes that left out the Democrats. They completely ignored the Democrats, by the way, fudged the numbers in order to pass their legislation. They do it all the time. Yet Democrats seem to always cower down. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why they're so weak. I mean, by the way, who the Democrats, who the DNC ran in North Carolina? There was just a special election. They ran Dan McCready. You know who Dan McCready is? He's a centrist milquetoast milquetoast Democrat, Republican light. He refuses to fight for the people, and an actual Republican actually won. Shocker. This is why we lose. Republicans lie, cheat, and steal, while the Democrats refuse to fight. I mean, on the national level, we have Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer. Those are our supposed champions. Pelosi and Schumer. Donald Trump is a literal criminal who's running the White House. He's also in mental decline. And she doesn't want to impeach. No, you know what she wants to do? Write a very strongly worded letter to Donald Trump. That'll get him. No, you'll crumple it up and throw it away. Crazy Nancy. No. We need strong Democrats, okay? We need strong Democrats that are going to fight back and not sit there and preach civility while Republicans like Mitch McConnell shiv them in the back. Mitch McConnell, Donald Trump, Jason Statham, they're all the same. They're all the same. They don't care about democracy. More than ever, we need fighters at the state and local level, as well as the national level, to fight back. Because I'm sick of seeing Republicans all the time get away with trying to murder democracy. We've got to fight back. And we do so by electing strong progressives. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent progressive media.